Alright, boys. So I've played You Don't Know Jack the Ride on stream before. It's my favorite of the You Don't Know Jack games. But there's a fan remake called You Don't Know Jack the Re-Ride that's free to play online. So I'm genuinely curious to see how this works. So let's give it a try. Okay, so there is remote multiplayer. Open your game, information, superhighway play. So yeah, we can literally use a room code to play multiplayer on this. So that's going to be great. We're going to definitely do that. This is fucking awesome. I love this, like, cover of the theme. It's all, like, somber and, like... I like this. This is cool. It's a really cool cover of the theme song. But yeah, if anyone wants to play at some point, I can definitely do a, This is fucking awesome. I love this, like, cover of the theme. It's all like... Alright, got the stream chat up now, too. Alright, loading episode. Here we go! Let's see just how faithful this is to the original. Alright, here we go. Your colleague accidentally grabbed a live power line. How do you react? Grab them and pull them away? Leave them. It's too dangerous. I mean, it is pretty fucking dangerous. Let's be a sadistic fuck. True, there's nothing that can be done other than running for the breaker, of course. Yeah, that would have been a good option. But you're right. Where's the fun in that?
Welcome to the Re-Ride. I'm sure most normal people are asleep right now, but that has never stopped the true trivia connoisseurs from imposing their ruined sleep schedules on everyone around them. Playing alone, are you? Don't worry, we won't resent you for it. Are you new to the Re-Ride?
I'm gonna say yes, just because I haven't played it before.
A maiden journey.
Now I have played The Ride, but I don't know how different the Re-Ride is, so.
You need it. If you need to buzz in, use the spacebar or press return.
Okay.
I am required to inform you that this is a non-profit fan project in no way associated with Jackbox Games. Please wait until the elevator has come to a full stop before you disembark.
All right.
It's time for the show where high culture and pop culture collide. This episode of The Re-Ride is sponsored by the Electric Armchair. Just because the punishment is capital, it doesn't mean it has to be uncomfortable.
So they made up new fake sponsors
the
to...
ruthless ringleader of The Re-Ride, Conan Blankenberg.
Obviously, new host. They're not going to have any of the real ones because it's a fan game, but... This is a super fucking faithful... Like, aesthetically, this is just like the real thing.
If you come into contact with any uninsulated wiring, we have got you covered. Well, we've got your relatives covered, rather. For your funeral costs. Hope you're all charged and ready to go, because we're powering up this ride. Let's party. Come and get your... Now playing... Shockingly Grounded shows.
Alright.
Remember that show, The Wire? They say how it's so realistic and down-to-earth, as if that's something I'm looking for.
I watched like
when
4
I'm
episodes, you know? I didn't really get into it.
Hellscape that is existence on this wretched... Anyway, what should the show The Wire rename itself to if it wanted to seem even more down-to-earth? The Red Wire? While Neutral and Live have a whole bunch of different colors all around the world, the one thing that every international regulatory body could agree on is that the Earth Wire should be green.
Hell yeah!
So the Green Wire would be about as much down-to-earth as you can get. By the way, is it time for Hollywood to do its thing and reboot The Wire yet? Has it already been long enough for the projected nostalgia bucks to have amassed in enough quantity to once more make them
again? This fan host is he's no Cookie Masterson, but still
original for once. Hate it when they do that. Anyway, on with the next question of You Don't Know Jack, the Re-Ride. Wait. Show me the money. Ooh-wee, that's not bad at all. And here's your category. Flower? I hardly know her. Okay, let's jump right into it. Which of these is not a power plant? The electrifying Helianthus, the superconductive Quercus, the energized Apis, or the sparking Myosotis?
I don't know.
Myosotis is what scientists call forget-me-nots, though this answer is probably one you wish you could forget.
Well,
Apis is the genus of bees, not of any flower or plant. Although out of all of those, it's still the one that'll give you the biggest buzz. I've got a question.
Bingo.
hell yeah.
What's the matter? Grab the wire. Why with the connection? B-U-R-N-S. 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 Now he's cooked to perfection.
Welcome to Burns. Alright, here's how this is gonna go down. We're gonna give you a bunch of puzzles. If you think you know the answer to a puzzle, wait until the first letter of the answer lights up, and then hit your buzzer. If you're right, you win $500 and you pick up that letter. And if you're wrong, you lose 500, and that's every time you get it wrong. Be the first player to pick up all 5 letters and you win the bonus. All clear? Hope so, cause here we go. Measured in ohm.
Measured in ohm. Damn. Resistance. Okay, I guess I didn't know that one.
What potential often is.
Squandered, maybe? Damn it. Untapped, okay.
Wind, water, solar. It's all blank.
I don't fucking know.
Renewable. Powers things. A power blank.
Power station, maybe?
Supply. Smallest measure of radioactivity.
That'd be an... Rad, I guess? No?
Becquerel. Part of your computer. Central processing blank. Unit. Someone struck yours when you're offended.
Who struck you or when you're offended? Fucking hell, I don't know. Nerve,
Prompts to save your life from electrocution.
Do like a defibrillator? Pops. Oh, smelling salts! Damn it,
Electrifying professional wrestler, the blank.
Shockmaster! Undertaker? The Rock? That's not electrifying, come on!
Blank is 100 degrees Celsius or 212 degrees Fahrenheit.
Boiling point.
Boiling point. Fuel for nuclear power plants.
Uranium.
Uranium. What you do when your phone dies.
Oops. I don't know, charge it? Recharge it?
Recharge it. 7th planet in our solar system.
Oops, it's Neptune. No, it's Uranus. Duh, I'm stupid.
Uranus. Filled with neurons and run by electricity.
This is the longest fucking bingo I've ever played in one of these, by the way. Holy hell.
Flip it on and flip it off.
Switch.
Switch.
This is absurd how long this is taking.
8th planet in our solar system.
Neptune.
Oh, by the Neptune. Burns!
Again, they got the aesthetic down, they got the mini-games down. Humor? That's leaving something to be desired, but we'll see.
Score in case you need more in your life. Got enough? Yeah, me too.
I will say, very much captures the vibe as far as aesthetic and stuff,
Here's
though.
what this next question is called. Where the hell is my agent? So, you know how a gaffer on a movie set is responsible for all the cables and lights and stuff? No? Well, now you do. Say you're a movie producer and you're hiring a gaffer for your movie. Unfortunately, you mistakenly hire the other kind of gaffer. What, instead of electrical work, could this person contribute to your production? Lay down flooring and carpet on the set, prepare confections for catering, blow glass sculpture. How do you function? Well, you sure gaffed this one up. Gaffer is also another term.
That was my other guess, but I wasn't sure.
With a gaff, which is a piece of clothing made to hide a crotch bulge, I've heard. Hit your buzzer. Thank you, and now introducing. My measurements are off. So I've been doing some electrical work around the house, but I just keep frying up all of my multimeters. These things blow up far too easily. I don't even know where to put all the ones I've busted so far. How many multimeters could I fit into my multi-yard? Just about 1 multimeter, around 6 multimeters, around 20 multimeters, or around 1,600 multimeters.
I don't know, fucking...
I'll just take away some cash now, yeah?
Okay, 6 maybe?
Well, that was terrible by just about everything.
I guess 1.
A yard is just about 0.9 meters.
But yeah, a yard is effectively a meter, so I knew that would be the case, but like,
maybe
I didn't know if these were like different terms. I don't fucking
Or
know.
a multi-barley corn? The hell's a barley corn?
I will say, these questions are nowhere near as good as the real thing.
Okay. Oof. Ouch. Howie. Here's your category. It hurts so bad. Hey now, don't go sticking your arms and legs out. At least not if you want to keep them. Let's ride. Say you're shopping for self-defense tools and try to buy a taser. But when your package arrives, you realize that you've been sent a taser instead. What could you do with it? Keelhaul your attackers, pulverize your attackers, sell your attackers out to the Soviets, or watch your attack. You know, it would be funny if it weren't so sad. Actually, it's quite funny. Were you thinking of this one? A taser is a 2-person sailing dinghy. It's slightly more unwieldy than an electric taser, though, and only really works near bodies of water. It's also vastly more expensive than an electric taser, but hey, shipment was pretty quick. 4 stars? Alright, well, hey, I know I told you to pick a value, but not like this. Ugh. Oh well, too late now. Here's your category. You are what you scream. Have you ever watched one of those dramatic war hero movies where there's always that one scene where some real important looking dude screams "Charge!" at a group of soldiers, and then they start their assault on the base of mega ultra villain dude or whatever? The last time I saw a scene like that, it got me thinking. If you really are what you scream, which of these military brass must have given that order? General Becquerel, Colonel Volt, Major Coulomb, or Captain Siemens?
Fucking no,
Volt measures electrical potential, not charge. But I guess I shouldn't be surprised you don't know the first thing about potential. Today you learned. Coulomb is the electrical unit of charge. Becquerel measures radioactivity, Volt measures electrical potential, Siemens measures electrical conductance, and I guess also makes...
Hey, what's up, Andy?
Something. Smash. Time to let the pedal hit the metal.
Oh, roadkill, hell yeah.
Okay, let me explain to you how this works. You're going to see a pair of definitions that are connected in some way, and then you're going to see a series of terms fly across the road that may or may not be what connects the current pair. Your job is to buzz in when the term that you think connects the current pair flies by. Get it right, and I'm handing you $1,000. Get it wrong, and I'm taking away $1,000. And that's every time you get it wrong. And at the end of the round, you'll have the chance to answer a bonus question to net you some extra cash. I'll just say that maybe you'll want to remember what all the answers in the main round are. You know, if you want to have a shot at the bonus. And that's about all there is to know. Hope you paid attention, because we're going on a joyride. Video Game Hero Blankman, and Sega Genesis aka Blank Drive.
Alright, obvious.
Score!
Self-proclaimed animal rights activists, and Aussie actress Blank Brady.
I didn't think PETA would be a first name, but okay.
Pounds, Unicorn Charlie Blank.
Score!
Blank Manili and rhymes with silly. Blank Soft and Blank Phone. 2000's Little iPod model and member of DC's Fearsome 5. Small handheld projector and IBM supercomputer. That's all we have, but there's still a bonus. What do all of the correct answers have in common? Are they all NVIDIA GPU architectures, European tech conventions, SI metric unit? Yeah, baby! They're all SI metric unit prefixes. Well done. Now let's grab your kilograms of money and your megaliters of sweat and move on with the game. Now a quick look at your score. Yep, looks like it's still there. Fantastic. Let's go. Vicky, here's your category for this next question. Highway to highway, hell to hell. Put on your thinking caps, it's time to go. Which song might you expect to find on an album by a band called AC2DC? Invert the Venom, Rectifier Your Guns, Back in Black Box, or Flake of the Polarities? No. Prepare to have your mind blown. Converting alternating current to direct current, or AC to DC, is the job of a device called a...
That was a cool minigame idea. Oh yeah, Roadkill was great. Like again, so far this fan project has captured the vibe and experience of the real thing. The humor's not quite there, but you know, it is a pretty accurate representation of how it plays, at least. Gameplay-wise, it's there, and it has the minigames intact.
And the next question we're dealing with is called... Is there a spelling bee champion on this plane? Alright, this one's a fill-in-the-blank question, so if you think you know it, buzz in and start typing. Now, pay attention. How do you spell that thing that's supposed to kickstart a heart back into rhythm? And here's your time. Nope, you seem to be missing an L, but I suppose you just took it. Get it? Took an L? Oh. No? Alright.
Clear!
What's up, Chisu?
Clear! Damn, we lost him.
It's defibrillator. D-E-F-I-B-R-I-L-L-A-T-O-R. Simple as that. But hey, look at the bright side. Next time your parents nag you on the plane about how you could have been a doctor, you can tell them that you couldn't even have been an English teacher.
Yeah, I only missed an L, so, you know.
It's all...
Okay, so it's down to 11, like the other one, which I'm pretty sure the ride was 13.
In a few moments, you'll see a bunch of words up on your screen. Buzz in when you see 2 items on the screen that match. Get it right and you'll win some cash. Get it wrong and you'll lose cash every time you're wrong. And for the big bucks, you'll need to keep this in mind. Not all matches are created equal. It's only a match if it fits this clue. This question is powered by. Don't let yourself get overpowered by this jack attack. Good luck.
Oops. It's PowerPoint. Powerball. Horsepower, damn it. I guess election power? I would have thought political power or something. I guess, or is it just power? Rocket Power? No, Rocket Superhero Kid Show. Power Rangers. Yep.
Here it is, the culmination of your efforts. Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy.
But yeah, this does have online multiplayer, which is pretty cool. Again, the humor, it's not quite there, but the everything else matches the real experience completely. How do you like your toast? White and fluffy as snow. Burnt to a charcoal crisp, obviously. Yeah, that's the way. Who honestly gives a hoot anyway? How about a little cancer? About a little cancer here and there? I mean, I like my toast like, you know, neither of those. I like it in the middle, but you know. Think I might have played this a few years back, yeah?
It's time for the show where hot culture and pop culture collide. This episode of The Re-Ride is sponsored by the Ice Hypercube Dispenser. Add a new dimension to your cold drinks. Offer not available in worlds with 3 spatial dimensions or fewer. And now, here's your host, the Knight Rider of Needless Knowledge, Conan Blankenberg.
Hello, hello, and welcome to the Re-Ride. So you like your toast burnt. Whoop-dee-doo. Other people enjoy eating
If you
food.
like it black like your men, yeah, there you go.
Floats your carcinogens. Preheat your ovens and fire up
Yeah,
your
this is how you do a
stoves,
fan
because
game?
today
I agree.
We're gonna learn all about the wonders of the kitchen. Time to ride. Okie doke. It's time for... Ain't nothing frosty about this frosting. Full steam ahead. What temperature would I have to preheat my oven to if I wanted to bake myself a fluffy cake with molten bismuth frosting? 270 degrees Fahrenheit, 270 degrees Celsius, 2700 degrees Rankine, or 27,000 Kelvin?
I'm gonna go with Celsius.
Bismuth's melting temperature is just around 270 degrees Celsius, or 518 degrees Fahrenheit, so an oven preheated to that temperature should give us a nice, smooth, and delightfully melty bismuth frosting. It does taste a little metally, but I think there's also a subtle touch of citrus and a delightful note of... Oh my god, I think I'm about to have a seizure. Okay, we need... Coming up next... Do not fry this at home. Let us dive right in. How long did the people of the world have to eat their french fries dry and drab until tomato ketchup was finally invented? About as long as the initial run of Futurama, about as long as between Star Wars Episode 6 and 1, about as long as between World Wars 1 and 2, or about as long as it took me to read this question. That's just a measly 4 years. Give the people at least some time to realize something's missing from their french fries. Oh, you're gonna kick yourself. The first recipe for french fries as we know them appeared in 1795, the first recipe for tomato ketchup in 1812, a gap of 17 years, which comes pretty close to the gap between the originals and the prequels of Star Wars at 16 years. Ah, good old ketchup, you wonderful culinary delight. You truly do work on everything, from spaghetti to pizza to... Hey, why did this Italian man just enter my booth? Ow! Well, nicely done. Here's what this one's called.
Well, this is a fan game, Super
Catch
Gaming.
up with the times.
But I
Speaking
found out
of
it existed today, so I had to try it.
Say it's before 1812, but you still really want ketchup with your french fries. Considering what was commonly known as ketchup before then, what would you have to make do with? Salted mushroom mash, pureed brown trout, slices of banana bread, or no can do, no such
Oh dear, we seem to have run out of salted mushroom mash.
Oh, heavens no! How are we going to make our ketchup, my dear Tiddlywinks?
Hip hip cheerio, I'll just run down to the market and get us some new mushrooms.
Oh, that would be jolly good!
Ketchup historically came from the United Kingdom and was originally prepared with mushroom and salt. Well, at least I'm not going to be thwacked in the face by an angry Italian man for putting mushrooms and salt on my pizza. Think about teeny weeny brainy no understandy rhymey question. Oh, rhymey question, is that so? Well, looks like we'll be playing yeah. Alright, well, cool. It's gibberish time. Alright. Let's take a look at the actual gibberish category for this question then. Out of the line, into the trash. Here's how it works. You're gonna see a phrase that probably makes no sense at all. Your job is to buzz in and tell me what actual sensible phrase that gibberish rhymes with. Now the important bit is that the money you'll win will slowly trickle down until it hits zero, so if you want to win big, you gotta be quick. Got all that? Good. Alright, focus your eyes on the screen, forget the punctuation, and then tell me what common kitchen phrase this gibberish rhymes with. Called in step, a waste.
Kitchen phrase.
It's a matter of personal preference. You know, do it your way.
Something about taste.
Oh, swing and a miss. What's the matter? You don't do your own cooking? Nana still make all the meals in your house? If you've ever looked at a recipe from anywhere, you always see this line at the very end of it. Before serving, called and stepper a waste. Salt and pepper to taste. Or in the case of many a lousy cook, salt and pepper until every sensation of taste has been replaced with a sensation of salt and pepper. Hit buzzer select. Here's what we have to offer. The new sensation frying the nation. Oh, have I told you about my brand new air fryer yet? I'm telling you, best purchase I've ever made. In fact, I don't think I'll ever need any other kitchen apparatus again for the rest of my life. I'm gonna revolve my entire identity around this thing now. Say I wanted to join an air fryer owners club, but instead I accidentally joined an air fryer owners club. Considering the multiple meanings of the word, which of these pieces of small talk would I...
And the Lord spaketh thusly, thou art wrong.
Well, this sure ain't a club that you will ever be a part of. Friars are members of a religious order, a group of islands near Tasmania, and a species of butterfly. It's not the name of anything that would orbit around in space. And honestly, I'd still rather own an actual air fryer than any of those other things, because, those chicken wings, they're to die for. Ah, heavenly crisp. Alright, I like to call this category... Which came first, the barbecue sauce or the marinade? Speaking of chicken wings, why can chickens fly? It's because their wings flap real fast. It's because their wings are lighter than air. It's because their wings... No, maybe you're thinking of penguins, if you're thinking of anything. I'm not quite sure, actually.
Well, I know they can fly, but I didn't think they could fly for long distances.
It's as simple as that. They just flap them real fast, faster than gravity pulls them to the floor. As good as chicken wings are, I find myself more partial to a well-seasoned chicken finger. Oh, it makes my taste buds fly. Come on, pucker up for a chilling concoction. So I bought myself this new fridge recently, and I gotta say, this thing is God! Jesus Christ! That scared the shit out of me, always with those toasters, man. I completely forgot I even set one up. Sheesh. So, what just happened to me? My cingulate cortex caused me to freak the hell out. The toaster pawned the crap out of my pawns. The loud noise set off a reflex in my hippocampus, or the toaster triggered a jump scare in my amygdala.
Fucking hell, I don't know.
The amygdala is one of the key actors in the auditory startle response, which is pretty much what this stupid toaster just made me go through.
Oh, yeah.
Well, anyway, glad we cleared that up. Now, let's get back to that question I wanted to ask about my friend. Oh, who set that thing back off? Alright. Well, that's a nice little bit of pocket change. And now it's time for a chilling concoction for real this time. Anyway, fridges. Fridge question. Say I bought a new refrigerator that was made by a refrigerator mother. What would supposedly be true about her offspring? It would be likely to develop autism, its extremities would be prone to hypothermia, any milk that comes out of it would be strangely shelf-stable, or its core temperature would drop when near its mother.
Not a term I've ever heard.
I spy with my little eye something beginning with no.
Correct answer, show yourself. The refrigerator mother theory is an early psychological theory that claimed the cause of autism is the lack of maternal emotional warmth during infancy. It's all
okay.
proven to be a bunch of bull these days, though. Oh, and before anyone expects me to get startled by the toaster again, not this time.
I remember that, I remember hearing that actually in a movie called Temple Grandin, now that I think about it. I just don't remember the refrigerator mother term.
Okay. Start your engines. Okay, let me explain to you how this works. You're going to see a pair of definitions that are connected in some way, and then you're going to see a series of terms fly across the road that may or may not be what connects the current pair. Your job is to buzz in when the term that you think connects the current pair flies by. Get it right, and I'm handing you a grand. Get it wrong, and I'm taking away a grand. And that's every time you get it wrong. And at the end of the round, you'll have the chance to answer a bonus question to net you some extra cash. I'll just say that maybe you'll want to remember what all the answers in the main round are. You know, if you want to have a shot at the bonus. And that's about all there is to know. Hope you paid attention, because we're going on a joyride. Skin condition, and doing it to water turns it to steam. Coffee is a hot one, lemonade a cold one.
I guess cup. Okay. Brew? No? Huh. Drink. It's really just that simple. Okay.
Common form of deodorant and common form of pesticide.
That makes sense.
Blank edge your steak.
Dry.
Bone blank.
Dry.
Blank zone at aquatic shows. And blank mountain at Disneyland.
Splash.
It's painful, brain blank. And DC villain, Mr. Blank.
Freeze.
Colors hair and colors food.
Die. I guess cream? Paste? Die, here we go. I was gonna say, it's die.
Okay, now it's time for the bonus question. What do all of the correct answers have in common? Are they all common food additives? Things you do with water? Kitchen equipment brands? Cooking techniques? Popular desserts?
It's gotta be, cooking
Ways to
techniques.
fry a steak? Ways to fry a steak? Popular desserts? Things you do with water? Common food additives? Kitchen equipment brands? Cooking techniques? Uh-oh, was this pool a little too deep for you? Well, if you can't
Is it
swim,
things you
then
do
you're
with
gonna
water?
sink.
Yeah, I guess it's things you do with water. Yeah, that makes sense. Yep.
They're all things you do with water.
That
Now,
makes
go
way more
and
sense.
wash away
Oh,
the
well.
shame before I lose myself. Well, there's your score. In case you care about that sort of thing, drink it in, or don't. We're moving on. Smash. Thank Thank you, and here is your category. The obligatory Hell's Kitchen question. Hope you brought your swimsuit, because we're about to get wet. If I were to rate Gordon Ramsay a solid 6 out of 6 on the Ramsay scale, what would that tell you about him? He's devoid of any microorganisms, his surface is perfectly smooth, he's out cold, or he has massive brain damage. More thinky next time, okay? Smart people choose this. In medicine, the Ramsay scale is a method of assessing how deeply sedated a patient is, with a 1 meaning they're wide awake and a 6 that they're fast asleep. Incidentally, a 6 on the Ramsay scale is somewhere around where I usually end up when I try to watch an episode of Hell's
2023, I got Diet Root Beer A&W with code DESCEND in for free March 2024.
Let's go.
I got coupon for free A&W Root Beer, still had tax, also got chips, sushi. Okay.
Welcome to the Jack Attack. In a few moments, you'll see a bunch of words up on your screen. Buzz in when you see 2 items on the screen that match. Get it right and you'll win some cash. Get it wrong and you'll lose cash every time you're wrong. And for the big bucks, you'll need to keep this in mind. Not all matches are created equal. It's only a match if it fits this clue. My oh my, I sure love pop. This Jack Attack only uses locally sourced ingredients. Good luck.
Magpie, it's Magpie. Oops, it's pie in the sky. Damn it!
Okay, let's see that final score. Ouch.
I will do one more round, I think. You got 11? Nice. Alright, let's see. Have you ever disobeyed a do not enter sign? All the time or unthinkable? I mean, typically no. I mean, I have, probably, but... Come on, straight face, live a little. Imagine what kind of treasure awaits. Just don't do it in a castle doctrine state. The lady they got to do the elevator voice. Pretty fucking good, honestly. I say that, and she hasn't said anything this time, but, you know, she usually only says it at the beginning.
It's time for the show where hot culture and pop culture collide. This episode of The Rewrite is brought to you by Unforbidden Snacks. From Tide Pod-shaped gummies to silica gel mint packages, we turn the inedible into the irresistible. And here's your host, the man who brought sexy back, Conan Blankenberg.
Welcome, welcome. So you consider yourself a good lawful citizen, huh? Well, let's see how your little sense of morality harms your bank account when we crack open the box of all the naughty things you're not supposed to do. Time to show off your forbidden knowledge. Picky, picky. Pay attention and get ready for the forbidden question. All right, let's get started by completing the following analogy. Fruit is to biblical apple as love is to Madonna song, Seinfeld episode, famous speech, or Canadian nonprofit. Get oot. Watch and learn. The forbidden fruit is the apple from the Garden of Eden, and forbidden love is the title of not one, but two Madonna songs. One from 1994, one from 2005. What
She
I'm
did
trying
two
to
fucking
establish
songs
here
with
is
the
that
same name.
Madonna is clearly a goddess, and I will have no dissent from anyone on this. Show me the... Okay, well, this certainly ain't peanuts. Here's a category. Your Honor, the defense pleads free of sin. Hey, you, straighten up. If you get this one right, you might actually get yourself out of the gutter. Because reincarnation is explicitly a crime in his home country, which of these Jesuses would be a crook? Indian Jesus, Canadian Jesus, Samoan Jesus, or Chinese Jesus? Samoan Jesus. Honestly, that sounds like a sick pro wrestler name. This one would have been a good idea. Reincarnation is indeed explicitly illegal and punishable by law in China.
That's crazy.
Well, who cares? You'll never get me dead! Well, that's not bad at all. Here's your category. To get to the other side, you first need to be free. You could be one right answer away from being the lucky recipient of $8,793. Why did the chicken cross the road? To put its owner in jail in Gilbertown, Alabama, to get its owner arrested in Quitman, Georgia, to send its owner behind bars in Schlater, Mississippi, or to really screw over its owner in Damariscotta, Maine?
That's a thing?
How do you function? Well, if you ever find yourself in Georgia, just make sure you don't own a chicken, since you apparently don't know what it's allowed to do there. Or, most importantly, what it's not. It is actually illegal to allow chickens you own to cross the road in Quitman, Georgia. Of course, for payback, its owner made it intricately familiar with 11 very tasty herbs and spices.
Did they do the fake answer thing? I'm gonna check that.
Okay. Oh, that's better than it looks.
This or that? Alright.
You are the lucky participant in a dis or dat question. Here's the category for this dis or dat question. Sweet! All right, listen up. I'm going to list off 7 chemicals, and for each one, I want you to tell me whether it's the name of an artificial sweetener or the name of a hardcore drug. As each one comes up, if you think it's the first one, press 1. If you think it's the latter, press 2. And if you can't decide and want to send it to the back of the queue, press 4. Get one right and you'll win some money, but get one wrong or don't get to it in time and you'll lose money. And keep an eye on the wire. It fills up in 30 seconds and that's your time. All good? Let's go. Clintos. Myristicin. Eulamoline. Sorghum. Duame. Nafarone. Pregabalin. Oh, so close to perfect. If only you'd talk to more shady people in dark alleyways. And there is your score as it currently stands. Let's see what else you can do to it. Nope, here's what we're dealing with. The 57th rule of Fight Club is... The first rule of Fight Club is, don't talk about Fight Club. The second rule of Fight Club is, don't talk about Fight Club. And then? What's the third rule of Fight Club? No shirts, no shoes. Fights will go on as long as they have to if someone yells stop the fight.
No shirts, no shoes.
You know, it would be funny if it weren't so
Oh,
sad.
is it one fight at a time?
Actually, it's quite
It's one fight at a time then.
Well, you sure picked yourself up a bloody nose in this one. The third rule of
Really?
Fight
That's
Club
the
is
third
if someone
rule?
yells stop, the fight is
I need to
over.
watch Fight
The
Club again.
principles
It's been a
are
minute.
Safe, sane, and consensual, as it is in Fight Club, as in BDSM dungeons. I've heard. Okay. Values like these is what the word decent was invented for. Not the worst, not the best. Here's your category. Jerry was a lonely race car driver. Flex those fingers, it's time to party. Say you're a race driver and your date for the night is one giant red flag. What would your instincts very likely not allow you to do? Repair your chair, refuel your drinks, change your treads, or get up from your chair and walk around the restaurant? No, you can leave your car under a red flag. You'll just have to remember to get back in it when the race starts back up. You can't refuel your car during a red flag in almost every motor racing competition under the sun. But who knows, maybe your date would have gone a little more pleasantly if you hadn't shown up in a full fireproof suit and a racing helmet. I've got Lima Brittle, P-Blot, Snort, and Plowed? That's our category? Oh, of course. No, this isn't our category. It's, Yeah, alright, yeah, I knew it. Okay, well, it's time to do this then. Let's take a look at the actual category for this gibberish question.
The Hives had it with you, sir.
Here's how it works. You're gonna see a phrase that probably makes no sense at all. Your job is to buzz in and tell me what actual sensible phrase that gibberish rhymes with. Now, the important bit is that the money you'll win will slowly trickle down until it hits zero, so if you want to win big, you gotta be quick. Got all that? Good. Okay, take a look at this gibberish phrase and tell me what famous phrase it rhymes with. To have a night, the bee slain tyrant. And don't mind the comma.
Have a night.
If you hear this, you've been naughty. Oh boy, oh. You've been naughty, and you've probably been caught by the law.
Ah!
You have a right to remain silent. Unless, of course, you get caught trying to slay a tyrant. In which case, your only right is gonna be to rot to death in a dark, dingy dungeon. The kind of dungeon where you don't play a 90s trivia game. You know, the boring kind of dungeon. No less dingy, though. It's all up to you. Go big or go home. Oh, cool. And now it's time for a little question I like to call... We hold these truths to be insufficient. Okay, party time. If all United States laws were rendered invalid except for the original Constitution, which of these movie titles would still describe an illegal action? Kill Bill, The Bank Job, Pirates of the Caribbean, or Kidnapping Mr. Heineken? Murder, kidnapping, and grand theft are all A-OK in lawless America, but piracy, along with treason and counterfeiting, is not. Of course, murder, kidnapping, and grand theft are also okay with all of those laws intact, but only if you have enough money. Pick a good pick, and here's your category. A buffoonery of absurd collective nouns. I love the wonderfully wacky world of terms of venery. You know, the field that says a group of crows is a murder, or a group of owls is a parliament. Well then, riddle me this. You've watched a sleuth solve a conspiracy shortly after a patrol discovered an intrusion. Which of these animals did you not witness? Bears, ravens, caterpillars, or cockroaches?
I want to say bears.
Nope, you did see bears, specifically a sleuth of bears.
Oh.
But it won't take much sleuthing to figure out what happens next. And here I thought I'd
Guess
get more from you
caterpillars.
than a fluffle of disappointment. It's called a sleuth of bears, a conspiracy of ravens, and an intrusion of cockroaches. But a group of caterpillars is called an army, not a patrol. If you ask me, the collective noun for a group of terms of venery should be called a bullshit. It buzzers. Introducing. How dare you refute my total and utter nonsense? We going? We going. Let's do it. Which of these adversaries in a battle of wits would be most likely to accuse you of using an illegal argument? Your smartphone, a state senator, a tennis player, or a sous chef? I'll just take away some cash now, yeah? Next time, try this one. Illegal arguments are a programming thing, so a coding error for a smartphone app could cause your phone to accuse you of playing foul. Though you honestly have to be legendarily stupid to lose a battle of wits against a thing that literally has a mute button and an off switch. Do you know how many people I wish had a mute button and an off switch? Alright, everybody's waiting on you to pick a value, so go ahead and do it.
Welcome to the Jack Attack. In a few moments, you'll see a bunch of words up on your screen. Buzz in when you see 2 items on the screen that match. Get it right and you'll win some cash. Get it wrong and you'll lose cash every time you're wrong. And for the big bucks, you'll need to keep this in mind. Not all matches are created equal. It's only a match if it fits this clue. Don't do that. No, seriously, don't. We mean it. Best of luck to you.
It's argue with. I think it's argue with anyway. Bring a bat, bring a knife. Bring a knife. Hey, what's up? Bothering none? So I have confirmed this game does have online multiplayer.
Time to find out where you ended up.
Wow. I have been getting fucking destroyed in this fan game. If I recall, I'm pretty bad at the ride in comparison to the 360 one as well, but the ride is still my favorite. Let's see. Well, you got 11? Hell yeah. I do like this menu theme. This menu theme's pretty cool. Seriously, I really like this menu fucking remix. This is really good. Just got done streaming, hell yeah. But yeah, I'll tell you what, we're gonna definitely have to do some online multiplayer of this. Again, it's not as good as the real thing with the ride, but I gotta say, they captured the fucking feel of playing the game perfectly. Just wish the humor was a little better. Because the thing about the ride is really fucking funny. Anyway, I think I'm gonna call it on this. It's just a short little test of this fan game. But I will be doing a multiplayer stream of it sometime where you guys can join in. But I'll see you guys later. Have